On site at the 2024 Men's Final Four in Phoenix, Arizona, Kristian Hernandez here reporting for Sports Video Group. Very pleased to be joined by Aaron Hepp with the University of Alabama. Aaron, how's it going so far? This is something that the program has never experienced before. Just tell me what the experience is like for you and your team.
Yeah, it's been crazy. I don't know if anybody would have expected us to be here,
Sure.
But that's kind of some of the, I think, motivation the team's used and everything like that. So it's been an unbelievable experience, and this is my first Final Four working. So it's just been really, really cool just to be around all these great teams.
Awesome. We'll get to that in just a second. But firstly, it's your team's first Final Four. It's something that usually you guys are, worrying about the regular season, maybe a little conference tournament action, and then maybe the tournament. But this is a whole other beast, right? So how are you preparing for this? How are you and the team kind of plotting out who's got to be where you got to go, what you got to do for this weekend?
Yeah, so we tried to use our off days, like the last 2 days we had back in Tuscaloosa, to plan as much as we could. But to be honest, we've kind of been building the plane as we fly it a little bit. So, we've got together as a group and said, all right, this is a time we have to capitalize on. This is the time we'll have the most eyeballs on our accounts, on our team, on our players, and this is the time that we have to be locked in for. So kind of been a group effort with our communication staff, marketing staff, photo staff, and everything to come up with this big plan to make it as good as we can.
Sure. And on the content side, you guys have a lot of storylines. Obviously, you have Coach Oates and the impact he's made on the program. You have some players that have been very impactful for you guys. But just what's it been like, I guess, balancing capturing the team's run, but also just capturing what it's been like being in Phoenix, because this is a stage, like I've mentioned, the program's never been on before. So what are some examples of content that you guys are churning out?
Yeah, so we've have this rare time where we're kind of just immersed with them, with our players and coaches. And they've been unbelievable with access and letting us kind of be wherever we want to be, locker room, team meetings, things like that. So we have this time where we're just with them always, and we've tried to use that as much as we can. So, for example, we do these videos we have this guy, Sam Walters, on the plane where he has a little mini mic and just goes up and down the aisle interviewing people. Those have been great. We've had guys take my camera. And I just give them my camera, and they go interview like they're part of the media and things like that. Just showing off their personalities are huge, because that's going to build their brand for them, and it's going to help build our brand in the process.
Sure. Now, one of the questions I want to ask, we were kind of teasing about it before we started this interview, but everyone knows Bama because of Nick Saban and what he did with the football program. You guys are a basketball school. You guys have made it to what all the other programs in the country are trying to strive to get to every single year. Talk about Bama's a basketball school too. So how has it been like highlighting this program and I guess not being overshadowed by the people that are saying like, oh, we only really care about the football team? Sure.
Well, yeah, it's definitely been different. We have kind of been knocking on the door from a basketball standpoint. We've won 2 of the last 3 SC championships, and we were number 1 overall seed last year. Sure. So we kind of knew we were trending in this direction. Maybe we didn't know it would be this year, but we kind of knew that was the thing. And one thing Coach Oates said, too, is like, we don't have to be a football school or a basketball school. We want to be a championship school, because World Series with softball pretty much every year. Gymnastics always is a powerhouse, and a ton of other programs in our athletic department have kind of prepared us for a stage like this. So that's been kind of our thought on that whole matter.
Right. It doesn't matter what program it is. It's all about the logo and the school as a whole, as the University of Alabama. Before I let you go, we asked the folks at Purdue this, because it's been a while since they've been back here, but since this is your first time here, if there's a team maybe next year in the future that do end up getting to their first Final Four, any advice that you'd give for them from the experience you're having right now?
Sure, yeah. I would say be quick. So immediately after the game, you have this 3-hour window in the game's end where you can, anything you post, it can be anything, is going to just blow up if it's from the team account. It's going to gain your accounts a ton more followers and a ton more interactions, things like that. So be quick and then use the time you have. So you have this access that maybe you don't have during the season around these players. Use that time to build their brands, show them as people, not just players.
Sure. And before I let you go, one more last question, I promise. But the people on your staff, it's not just Aaron Hepp, right? There's probably people in Tuscaloosa, there's people out here in Phoenix. Shout out to the people that you're working alongside.
Yeah, we have an unbelievable staff. Steven Gonzalez, our communications director for basketball, is fantastic. He really has a social media mind, so we work together on different video ideas, things like that. He's unbelievable. Our photo staff, Robert Sutton, is one of the best in the business. He's been a long-time Alabama employee. He's great. And then Nelson Gregory, our other videographer who helps with basketball, is one of the best in the business, and he's works harder than anybody. And then lastly, my boss, Justin Brandt, has kind of given just us the keys and just flipped it to us, said, hey, do whatever you guys want.
For sure.
you guys are the creative people. So he's been awesome for us, and just our whole group, administration, everybody's been great.
Just like the team on the court, the team off the court is doing amazing things together as well. Aaron, thanks for the time. Try to enjoy the moment. Good luck this weekend, and nice meeting you in person.
Yeah, you as well. Thanks for having me.
Aaron Hepp with the University of Alabama here in Phoenix at the 2024 Men's Final Four. For more interviews like this one with Aaron from Phoenix, please head over to our website at sportsvideo.org.